Good morning, students. Miss Ann here. In this quick video, I'm going to talk about groups and periods. So here you see our beautifully organized periodic table. At the top of each, you should see the group number. So I'm just going to get my mouse here so that we can see that, okay? So right here, you see group 1, group 2, group 3, all the way to group 18. Okay? Remember that the groups go up and down and are families. That means they have similar but not exact properties. Okay. So we look over here at group 18. These are noble gases. So they have a lot in common, though they are not identical in nature. So it's kind of like you and your cousins. Okay. Remember now also that the group number at the top here of each column corresponds to the number of valence electrons. So if we think about this right here, group 2, we know that all the elements in that group have 2 valence electrons. Now remember, the valence electrons are used for bonding with other elements, okay? Now, group 2 has 2 valence electrons, and remember that they want 8. So they are very likely to bond with elements that have 6 valence electrons. Now, elements can bond with other elements in numerous ways to complete their shell, but these two would be compatible because again, the elements in group 2 need 6 more valence electrons, and the elements in group 6 need 2 more. So they can actually share those to have 8 valence electrons. Now let's move on to talking about period numbers. The periods represent the rows. So here in period 1, we have only 2 elements, hydrogen, and then we go all the way across, and helium. Okay. Period 2 goes all the way across here. Now, the period number does not correspond to similar characteristics or properties. So that means all the elements here in period 2 do not have much in common, except they have the same number of energy levels. Okay, so elements in period 2 have 2 energy levels. So let's imagine we have lithium here. That's the nucleus, for example. It would have 1 energy level and then another energy level. All the elements in period 2 would have 2 energy levels. Now, one more thing to keep in mind is reactivity and how it relates to group numbers and period numbers. So if I go to group 1, if I go down the group, the elements actually get more reactive. So looking here, ignoring hydrogen, but looking here at the alkali metals in group 1, lithium is the least reactive alkali metals, even though it's still very reactive. As you get down to francium, the elements get more and more reactive. Now, the opposite is true for periods. Let's look at period 4 right here. As I go across the period, elements get less reactive. Now, that assumes they're in the same group. So the metals get less reactive as I go across. Now, as we know, once I get over here, we have very reactive halogen. Okay. So yeah, those are our groups and periods. Remember that the groups are families. They go up and down, and they actually tell you that everything here is related and has something in common. Remember also that this tells us the number of valence electrons. Now remember that our period number right here tells us the number of energy levels. And the periods go across like that. If you have further questions about this, please come to office hours and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thanks, everybody.